camping to relax is what I found.
Welcome back to the channel and a new episode. If you like it, please hit the like button, click subscribe if you're new to the channel, and click the bell icon to notify when I release a new video.
So welcome back to a new video. You join me, not anywhere unfortunately this week. We are on my parents' drive because we are going to sort a couple of things on the van. The first thing is to sort out some cabling from the solar panels inside the van. And then the second one is to change a little bit. While I was off last week, if you didn't see the previous video, I'll leave a link up above, or the link is in the description. I was thinking of changing the ceiling. So if I open the van, we'll show you what I mean. So basically I've got to take this off anyway to get into the roof to do the hole. So I thought while I was at it, I could possibly change it. Obviously that panel would have to come off at there as well. But I've been and got some of this. It's acoustic paneling. There's 3 sheets here, which would be enough to do across. So my plan is to basically have a go at swapping it while I'm at it. And then possibly change the lighting. Again, I was looking, and because of these ones, they've got that many LEDs in it. It's got like a chrome surround as well. It's just a little bit too bright. It's kind of like there's no like softener on it, so it's a bit bright of a morning. So I'll see about changing it, and also possibly changing where the TV is. Not sure yet, but we'll see. So we'll get on, clear all this out, and then bring you back. Right, so I've cleared out the van. So took all the bedding off to get that out of the way. I've took the TV off as well, and that's in the cupboard along with all the bits that were up the top here, just so it gives me a clear space to get to a load of screws. So you can just see there's one there, one there, one there, one there, one there. And I'm assuming, yeah, there's some along that row as well. And I'm thinking that as well also holds it up. There's one on each side. So that is going to be a pain with that one. The one that's right at the back of there. But we'll give it a go and see how far we can get. So I've started undoing the screws. So I've undone these ones. It is coming loose, which is good. Using my trusty Team U ratchet with a screw head on there. And it literally just pop it in and it's out. Great bit of kit. 25 quid I paid for it, and it's been a lifesaver because literally you just boom, 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 and they're out basically. So as True Blues travellers would say, great bit of kit for the workshop. So I'll carry on doing these and I'll come back to you. So you join me back, and got the screws off all along the edge. There's one run there, one run there, and then there was so many along this section. And that it has dropped down a bit, and I can see how they've basically done it. So there's like buttons going down. It don't look like it's actually insulated though. There's sound deadening in there, but not insulation, so I might look at doing it. But it looks like these sections have to come off as well, which is going to be a pain. But I'm going to have to do it if I want to do it. The screws I think underneath here, so them are easy. It's that side. I'm going to have to do a hunt up in that section there. So we'll come back to you when I get a bit further. And this is no how-to video because I don't know what I'm doing, because obviously I didn't put together this van. So this is the problems of when you buy a van that's already been done, which is the reason, if you watch the very first one, when I bought it, it was already done, but my plan was to buy one and do it myself, because you know basically how it goes together. So, but we'll catch you back in a bit. Right, so it looks like there's only a few screws in on the side parts, because I've literally there was one off up here, and then I've took one here, and it's literally dropped. The only one now is, let me come round. there's one underneath here which goes through that, so I'm gonna have to take this panel off to get to it, and then obviously that's the other side. I'm gonna probably put some more in, I think, because 3 for that long strip is probably a little bit too less. So let me get this off and we can have a look what's behind that. Right, so I remove the 4 screws that's holding that in, and then there's 2 screws holding that little box in. I've just rested it on there at the moment, and now that has dropped down. So I've got this section down. Now I need to try and get to the other side. I perhaps should have done that side first, but I can see where the screws are. So trouble is, my battery's just died in this now, so I'm going to get this charged and then have a look. But I say they don't look like there's no insulation on it. A couple of wooden battens fixed to the roof with like a big massive notch out that one. I'm assuming that was for the spotlights, but you're kind of losing the structure there. Half of it's missing, so a bit weird how they did that. So let me get this charged up and we'll come back. So you join me back a bit later, as it's been peeing it down in rain, unfortunately. My mate come round to remove his dash cam, so I've done that. And it stopped raining. I've been watching the first half of the game. So I've managed to get it out. So the trim that runs along, you can just see there. It runs all along the side, and that was screwed into this as well. I managed to get my ratchet screwdriver up underneath and get them out. So this is now loose. So they have to undo these bullet ports, undo that bit, and I should be able to take this part out then altogether. And then what I'll do, I'll see about removing that one as well, just so I can see where stuff is. They've put battens up, obviously to fix the ceiling to it. So they've put one up there and one there, but because I put these here, it's notched out there, so it doesn't, there's no strength in that, just that little bit there and that little bit there, again down the bottom there. So what I might do, once I've got that panel out, I'll get a new strip of this and then I'll put a new fresh panel in, so there's no notches out there then. Just been having a look on B&Q as well, and they've got like the recycled bottle installation. So what I might do is get some of that and I'll put it in the middle sections all the way along, and hopefully improve the insulation a bit as well. While I'm here, might as well do it. So what I might do is have a go at taking these off, and then we'll see about undoing that and getting that down as well. So disconnected all the wires and it's all out now. Looks like those parts of the hardboard are just basically to kind of sits on that bit and then sits on there, so might need a few support bars going up. So we'll see when I come to it. So next step is to get that section out and see where we are. Those are all the cables hanging down, so I'll have to sort that out when I find out where they go to, so I can sort some new lighting. So it's all a learning curve, and obviously I didn't put this together, so it makes it a little bit harder. So we'll bring you back. So next job is to use this, and we'll get this part out. So I'll show you how easy it is. So you find the screw, chuck that in, press the button, and it's out already. So I'll get these out and come back to you. So the ceiling is down. Bit easier on this one because obviously there's nothing on that side. And then there's 4 LEDs in this part, so they're all wired up to that bit, which is basically where I've got to work out where it connects to and what. So I should have took the curtain off really, because the rail is fixed onto that, so I'll have to sort that. But I ain't sure what this insulation is, but it don't really seem to be very good, if I'm honest. So that's it for today. So I will catch you when I start messing again on the next clip. So what else would I do on Sunday? A trip to B&Q. Let's get some more wood. So unfortunately I haven't filmed much of it because I just wanted to get it done in bits and pieces. So I've managed to get some new beams put up. I've put more up because of what I'm putting on the ceiling. So we've got 2 at the end, 2 running down the middle, which are those 2 there. I've put 1 in the middle to support, but there's lumps in the ceiling, so I can't put one right bang in the middle. So I've had to put it off to the side. And then we've got extra 1 here and an extra 1 here. So the middle section will go on these ones here, and then I'll cut the others there, because originally I was going to put 1 across there, 1 across there, and then a little bit down the side, but I thought it'd be better to put a full one straight down the middle, and then I'll cut the other ones to suit. So that's my progress so far. A bit of a mess, but I've had to go and get to B&Q again to get some more wood, and then those are what I've cut. So them are the boards all chopped down to the right size. Not much I've had to take off, to be fair. It's these little strips here, which I'll keep. Might be able to use them for something. So yeah, been busy. Got some new lights, so I've took all the old electrics out. There was a load of cables coming from a couple of blocks, so that's the next bit. So these were the electrics originally, well, for the lights. So you've got cable coming off the switch, which is that one there. Then you've got it split into 2 lots of positive and negative, and then that was connected basically to a load of wires for the one side and then a load for the other side. There's 10 spots that were all together. So I've got rid of most of the cabling. It's down here, ready to use for these ones, because all I need is basically what is here now. But I'm going to change the block connectors to, I've been recommended these by my electrician friend, and they are the Wago connector, so you don't need to solder or nothing. So they lift up, and then you put cable in, and then wherever you want out. So let's get that connected now. So that's the Wago connectors connected up to the cables, but I might have to change that anyway, so put it in. So we've got the beams up, which are here, but now I'm going to put some insulation in between and try and get in these holes with some as well. But first I need to put a hole in the roof to sort my solar panels. So got the ladders. Probably not the best weather to go on ladders because it's windy, but I need to put a hole around about here, and then I can put my cables through and I'll put them underneath, and then that will be used for something else when I'm inside. So let's get cracking. that's it. One hole in the roof. And it's coming out there. Might need to go a bit bigger though. Let's see the cables. So, cables go through okay. Which are these? These are for the solar panel. So I've chopped the ends off, which they look like that normally. And then threaded it through the little pod. So I put one side and one the other. So it'll save me having the two. So what I need to do, because obviously there's bare metal there, I'm going to put some paint on it, and it should stop the rust a bit. However, I'm going to see if I can find, I've got some rubber grommets, so I'm going to try and put one of them in, so it'll help it as well. Right, so I'll show you the progress. So I've connected the cables to here and pushed them underneath there, left a bit of slack, and then I've got a rubber grommet, so I've put that in, feed the cables through, and then they're through that part now. So all I've got to do is basically fix this down to there, and then that'll seal it anyway. So just double protection in case. So let's get doing that. So all stuck down, cables are in, so that's that bit done, and then they're coming out over there. So next up, I can do the installation. Right, I'm out of breath because it's hard work, this stuff is. So this is the installation. So it's the bottle stuff from B&Q. It's the dial. It's loft insulation made from recycled plastic bottles. And then I bought 2 rolls of that. So this is the first roll I'm starting to use. So what I'm doing is the gaps here, I've put some in here. You can just see it on that one there coming out. And then there's basically holes in the middle of the ceiling here. So what I've been doing is pushing it down, getting something like this, and then pushing it right the way down, and just keep filling it until I can't get any more in. So hopefully it's filled all that up. I've done this one. I've just done this one. That's all in there. And the edge bits there. And that side as well. So I've got 2 more to do. Because whether it's any good or not, I don't know. But I say most people use it. It's 20 something quid from B&Q for a roll. So, and it's not supposed to mould either. And obviously there's nothing in there at the moment, so it's going to be better than nothing in. So I'll get these 2 done, and then what I'll do is put it along these bits here, underneath these slats before the roof goes on. I'll put some along here, some along there, some along there where I've got to wash the cables on that side, and then I'll sort my cables out that I've just got through the roof as well, which is why I wanted to get the hole in the roof to get it sorted. So let me carry on with this and we'll catch you in a bit. Right, so success. So I filled in all of these with the insulation there, and also I've done that back point there. So I've put all the insulation as a whole literally just under there, and one that side. So I've managed to push them in that side, and also in the middle where the light is, well, for the original van. So that is basically it on that side of it. So now I've got to get the insulation inside these bits, put it underneath here, and then what I'll do, I need to trim that middle one there, because it's catching where the light is, and we should be good for the next step. I've also got the cables going in, which are there, and they're going along, so I can whack them down to the bottom. I'll sort that out. No more sticking them through the doors. So I'll get back to you once I've finished doing this stuff. See you in a bit. So I'm shattered. Insulation definitely keeps you warm, but I don't think it's kept me warm doing it. So the ceiling is all covered. It looks like obviously it's bigger than they thingy, but it does compact quite easy. So once the ceiling goes on, it should be alright. Worst case, I can always trim it. I do need to trim some of the edges as they're overhanging, but I've got to just do that because there's cables there, so I'll put a separate piece on this side and I'll put a bit of the leftovers on this bit. So, but yeah, that is it for today because I'm shattered. So I'll catch you back in the van tomorrow, which will probably be in the next clip. So I've come to put it up. However, where I put the beams, which is that one, and then one in the middle, it was coming basically not in between these bits. So what I've had to do is, that one was originally along this bit and I've moved it across that way a bit. So now I just need to get it up and then hopefully we can sort. So this is my progress at the moment. It's loosely in. Excuse the mess, I'm trying to strip a car as well. So the centre one is in. So next side is in as well. Managed to cut it down the side and fit it up. So now the other side. So we now have it all in. Just need to fix up a little bit over that side, but cables are ready to put my lights in, so that's what I'm going to do next. Lights there in as well. Let me take you around the other side, and this is what it looks like from this side. So not bad. So now it's clean up time, ready for the next trip. Hopefully it should be next week, fingers crossed. I just got to finish off a few little things because I need to sort my cable out from my solar. I need to put the connectors back on there as well so I can charge my power station, but it's nothing major. Power station will do for a night, so hopefully I should get out next week. So that's it for now. I'll catch you in the next video where, as I say, we should hopefully, fingers crossed, be out in a camp. So I'll catch you then. See you later.